Matildas won. It was by a single goal. My name is Kate Allman, and it's a pleasure to be bringing you pre-Christmas football with what looks to be a sellout crowd at McKellar Park on this Saturday afternoon in round 7 of the Ninja A-League. Here come the teams, and we'll take a look at the home side team list first. Apollonia, she gets the start, and Yanchevsky will play centre forward. Well, we expect this player to have a massive impact today. Michelle Heyman, few people need to know her name, the all-time leading goal scorer and appearance maker in A-League women's history. At 36 years old, just like a fine wine, gets better and better. Only 3 goals this season so far, but we expect her to have a big impact, and if she can get on the scoreboard early, and maybe Canberra United that get their Christmas wish answered. Big thank you to our referee, Rebecca Durkow. She's assisted by Lauren Hargrave and Delphina Shakespeare. The 4th official is Molly Godsell. So Melbourne Victory come in as favourites. They are 3rd from the top of the ladder, and just the 1 loss on the season, coming in to McKellar Park, hoping to take 3 points home in time for Christmas. Last time they met, Victory came away with a 2-3 win. That was in January in Canberra. Canberra haven't beaten Victory since 2017. But as I said, a lot of these matchups turn into draws and very hotly contested. That's Nikki Flannery, the pacey midfielder, playing against her former team. Spent 8 seasons here in Canberra, so knows this McKellar Park well. She'll be called upon to have a big impact today. As with Emily Gilnick out, the team needs her experience and leadership, setting up chances in the box. Almost 100 A-League games, and so much talent in that player right there, facing off against her former team. Canberra coach Antoni Jagarinek in his first season as head coach. Canberra man all his life, and he said the team needs to learn to play the 90 minutes. They had a couple of wins early in the season, but the last few games have been draws and losses. They allowed 4 goals in the second half last week, and they need to start turning that around and play clean throughout both halves. As for Jeff Hopkins, one of the most successful coaches in A-League women's history, he needs to keep the team on track to make yet another finals. To do so, his defence want to have a strong game today. Kayla Morrison and Claudia Bunge are going to be key to the pouring water on the fiery attacks of Heyman and co. Defence is going to be crucial in this game. There's 2 more players we expect to be crucial. Alex Chidiak and Rachel Lowe. 2 of the biggest creators for Melbourne Victory and for the A-League. In fact, for the Matildas also. So we're underway in round 7 of the Ninja A-League. It's a big Canberra crowd urging on Canberra United up against Melbourne Victory, who are looking to keep their 3 points, take it and send them to 2nd place on the ladder above Brisbane Roar. My name's Kate Allman. Pleasure to be calling the action for Christmas alongside you. It's early possession the way of Melbourne Victory as it bobbles around, and Yanchevsky gets an early touch, looks to go into the box. Yanchevsky headed away early as Liz Anton comes in for a crucial header. We knew Janchevski was going to have impact as well, playing in that centre forward position instead of Emily Gilnick today. And the first corner of the match goes to Melbourne Victory. Murphy to kick it in. It's low and a little short. Malone got a touch on it. And here comes Alex Chediak, the creator. Got to go through two green players, can't. Instead, it's turned around and Christopherson heaves it back to the centre of the field. Melbourne Victory try to create something on the left wing, and it's shut down once more by Malone. They get it out to Maya Markovski and setting up a run on the left. Lovely turn by Liz Anton. They go back to the hometown goalkeeper, Sally James, who returned to Melbourne City, to Canberra, after stints at Melbourne City, in fact. Used to play for this blue side. Chidiak intercepts in the central zone. Janchevski lofts one forward. Here comes a cross from Flannery, back to Janchevski. Tried to be a little too cute. And Malone got a foot in. Robers now. Sent back into the blender for City. Here's Flannery. Flannery with a one-time strike. And a one-handed save in response from Sally James. Well, to hit this immediately and send shots firing at Sally James, that's what we expect from Melbourne Victory. Another corner coming. Heyman with her height being sent to defend. And usually it is Gilnick that would stand up tall and get the header in here. Janchevski instead may play that role. Here it comes. Centering ball, and it's touched in! Nikki Flannery with an early goal! And Melbourne Victory, 1 point up at McKellar Park. Nikki Flannery scores against her old side and receives a round of applause from the fans who recognise and know the name. She's a star player, a class act, and although she looks a little sheepish with the touch there, a goal's a goal. It's 1-0 to Melbourne Victory. First ball forward now for Canberra, who seek to respond, and you know what their game plan is. Direct as possible to Michelle Heyman, who is lurking far forwards. You need to get her up and in the box. Dangerous ball backwards here. Rachel Lowe collects for City and sends it forward for Chidiak. Chidiak has Flannery. Flannery's in the box, and that's saved well. At full pace, Flannery. Here comes Janchevski. Janchevski off the woodwork. Sent out of danger by Madison Asen. Here's a look at the earlier attempt. And the goal, in fact, a left footer mid-air one time. That's almost 100 A-League games of experience. In front of net, there's no messing about for Nikki Flannery. And speaking of, Michelle Heyman doesn't like to mess about in front of goal. Here she is on the ball with her first touches. Beattie Goad gets one out wide. Victory try to work through now. Janchevski is low, in fact. cross from Janchevsky earlier that hit the woodwork. Probably more like a shot. Looked to be a cross, but curled inward. Canberra just under relentless pressure at this point, so early in the match. They go back to Claudia Bunge, the New Zealander. She lofts it forward for Janchevsky in the corner. Facing off against Christopherson, got to beat her. Couldn't get around Malone. So a very early goal and nervy moments for Canberra. As we take a look at Madison Asen, the American import defender that came over from the Houston Dash. Ball forward now for Canberra. Maya Markovski has not had an open shot yet to go forward, and her pace can be so damaging. James picks it up and heaves it the other way in the face of oncoming traffic. Liz Anton takes a run. Trying to find Bertolicio in space. It was a foot race with Wilson and Bertolicio. Nikki Flannery keeps it in. Clever little touch on to herself. She's going to try and beat Markovski, and there's a lot of contact in that little tussle. Referee Rebecca Durkow keeps her whistle in her pocket, and the crowd enjoyed it. As Canberra come up with a little win. It's a duel Jeff Hopkins will be watching all day. Liz Anton, New Zealand international, shifts it forward. This time Maya Markovski's got a little more room to work with. Lines it up, crosses it, header goes in, it's off target. Asen. Malone. Now Bertolicio back into the starting lineup. Sally James sends to the right wing, and that's intercepted. Melbourne victory, trying to set up Rachel Lowe in space. Got to be careful not to go offside there. The work of incredible work, and that one's gone forward nicely. There's got to be a good save here. Michelle Heyman was about to pounce. That is the kind of dangerous ball, straight direct to the front line, skip the midfield and find Heyman. Almost an accidental handball there. Ball goes in for Canberra once more. Speaking of accidental handballs, the crowd wanted a call there. Nothing, says Durkow, the referee. Well, that's lovely. Crossing ball for Rachel Lowe in space, who puts it in space again, and Sally James, the hometown goalkeeper, against her former club, comes up clutch. Caught the contact on the way through from Dapolonia. So Asen sets up the next attack, and they just go big through the air. They love to do it. Canberra, it so often works out. Markovski opts to send it back that time. Chidiac. Dapolonia. That one's saved as well. The big paws went up. Sally James. It looks pretty tired already. She's had to do a lot of work. Rachel Lowe with a strong shot toward the left post. Lowe putting high pressure on James as well. That pressure can create mistakes. Melbourne Victory already with 3 shots on target. Now Taman's turn to put the pressure on the opposing goalkeeper. Wilson meets the defiant Bertolicio. And Morrison and Claudia Bunge at the back. Those two, the defensive stalwarts, and Morrison obviously the captain. Such a key piece of this victory puzzle. Beatty Goad taken down and ball taken away. Morrison calling for a free, and that'll be just a throw-in for Canberra. In fact, it will be for Beatty Goad, who hinted last week that she's soon close to retirement. Said that last week would be her last match at home on social media. There's been no statement from the club yet. Here's a ball forward for Janchevsky, who just can't rein it in. There's Goad again, finds Murphy. They go back to Bunge and Morrison. They turn and go Victory through Murphy. Threading it forward once more. That's Murphy on the end of it. Murphy crossing ball, Chidiac on the run, and heaved away by Liz Anton, the experienced New Zealand international. Swapped east for west this year and came over from Perth after more than 60 appearances in the West. But Chidiac, expect her to create headaches as Beatty Goad collaborates. Beatty Goad with a long-range ball. And Sally James collects that, but Rachel Lowe has been causing headaches all day for Sally James, who seems frustrated. Asim takes a run. James out to Anton. The big creator that Beatty Goad has been for this team. It'll be such a shame to see her, if she does retire, leave the squad. She gets more touches than any player on the team. I mean, look at the stats, more than 400 touches this season, and the next best is a low 300. So that's just the evidence of such a creator. Of course, she's a total genius as well. Studied to be a doctor. Liz Anton, a genius with the ball at her feet in defence. Battle ensues, Nikki Flannery. And there's big call from the sideline. Stanish Floody, a fan favourite. Well, there is plenty of passion in this round 7 clash. First it was Stanish Floody, then Tegan Bertolicio. The crowd wanted a free. They didn't get it, but the ball has gone forward and just over the back line. Here's a look at it again. Bertolicio in a battle with Lowe, and the foot did go up. Oh, that, yeah. Maybe that was what they wanted. A little friendly nudge in the back. So referee Rebecca Durkow has set a standard saying play on. There's going to be a lot of physicality in this match, and she's happy to let it go to an extent, at least. Nice little 1-2 for Melbourne victory between Janchevsky and Goad. Chidiac, the gadget in the middle, couldn't turn it into an offensive spray, and instead Asen gets it back for Canberra. Lowe takes control for victory. Janchevsky sends it forward for Lowe. She's got to beat one more. And Liz Anton with a really powerful left boot sends it sideways. That's a goal-saving kick. But victory will get this throw-in through Ellie Wilson, the English international. Chested down by Dapolonia. Dapolonia looking for some shots on goal. Comes in today as Emily Gilnick drops off out of the squad. She did not travel, we're told. We will bring you updates as we get them. But at this stage, Emily Gilnick, the Matildas star, is missing from the team list. Of course, leading Golden Boot scorer, 6 goals through 5 games she's played. A big loss for this victory side. It'll be Dapolonia and co that have to step up. And there she is, Dapolonia. Here they go again. And a strike was a little wide by Alana Murphy. Plenty of aggression from the midfield and forward line for victory. Beatty Goad, the playmaker, the genius, collaborates with Janchevsky, who can't get a handle on it, and stole it away. Taylor Young, the defensive stalwart for this Canberra side, has been really good this season. Chidiac goes back to Murphy. The ins and outs through Alex Chidiac. A masterclass from the Matildas midfielder. Big ball forward and nobody home. Claudia Bunge was looking for someone that sailed beyond reach of anyone. Bunge, a dual championship winner with victory. She's returned this season from Danish Women's Super League side, where she was known for her defensive skills and reliability. Canberra still looking for a way forward. Bertolicio might find it, but she won't find it going through Beatty Goad. Goad burns the defender, moves it out wide. Receives back, this is nice. Nutmegs, still beaten. 2 Canberra shirts, couldn't slow down Beatty Goad, and Murphy is going to take over with a long-ranging ball. And that was a little too hot to handle for Nikki Flannery. So James seeking a way through. Heyman heads it down to Markovski, who's got pace and skill. She's going to have to beat 2 here. Does beat the first, not the second. Deep in their defensive half. Victory booted away. Flannery. Dapolonia gives away a free kick. Not what Jeff Hopkins wants to see, but he's seen plenty of attack so far from his side. Chidiac goes back to Courtney Newbond, the journeywoman goalkeeper, who's played for just about every other club. Here she is with victory, setting up Ellie Wilson on the sideline. And Liz Anton, who is a passionate player, goes flying. Flannery in for Lowe, who just skies that beyond the grounds and into the hill. People are waiting with their picnic rugs. Might be served a Rachel Lowe snack. It's a beautiful day here at Canberra Park, McKellar Park for Canberra football. You can see the accuracy of the passes well in favour of Melbourne victory. The thing with Canberra United is they don't need too many accurate passes as long as one of their weapons is at the end of it. Here they come. Got it headed across to Markovski. And Newborn gets to it just before going out of bounds. Flannery with a little contact in the back, and she's not happy with the lack of calls. Bertolicio and Flannery have been going at it.
Take her away. Take her away first. Right, come over. Take her away and then come back when you're ready.
Take her away, says Jeff Hopkins. Gonna have to work hard to release the defence. Anton into Markovski. Looking for Heyman. Can't find her. There's another clash as Flannery meets Markovski in the air. Whistle remains in pocket, and there it is. The whistle works. Ouch. So Rebecca Durkow is going to give Markovski a talking to. No fouls so far in this game. Nothing in it. Play goes on. Anton skies one. Getting out of danger. Markovski collects. Receives it back. Got to turn up the pace a little bit to get through this midfield. Melbourne victory really congesting. Ellie Wilson takes a run forward. Wilson. Ellie Wilson trying to go through four. And loses it over the baseline. So that'll be the drinks break. We are having a cooling break every half as it is a warm afternoon at McKellar Park. Temperatures reaching near 30 degrees. And already you can see the impact it's having on the players. It may cause the game to open up a little bit in the second half, which is exciting. And that's where Michelle Heyman tends to play her best and do her best work when the chips are down. Jeff Hopkins giving his team some instructions. They've got to play clean, and he said the defence need to have a strong game. They're doing well so far. The ball's barely been up their end. Let's take a look at the goal that came almost out of nowhere. The left boot, certainly nudged in by Nikki Flannery. And in the absence of Emily Gilnick, Nikki Flannery wastes no time getting on the scoreboard. It was a perfect cross into a dangerous area. Not every goal in football comes as a beautiful laid-up strike. Often it's just putting it into a dangerous zone and putting the pressure on and being in the right place at the right time. So Jeff Hopkins gives his final instructions. One of the most successful coaches. And there's the opposing coach in his first season as a head coach, but a Canberra local, plenty of friends and family in the stands. And Tony Jagarinek trying to get his club to the finals for the first time in 4 seasons. He started with 2 wins in a row, and then they ran out of luck. But can Christmas turn things around? That's what every team is asking. There's Michelle Heyman. We expect her to get started. 36-year-old, still the record-breaking forward, all-time leading goal scorer. Asen gets us underway, the American import for Canberra United. Sends it in to Markovski. Seem to be playing in second gear at the moment, Canberra. Whether it's the heat or struggling to get through the midfield. We know how well Victory can congest the midfield and play it in and out as if toying with their opponents. It is 32 degrees in Canberra right now, so those cooling breaks will be welcome, but it can slow down the play. I wonder if that's having any impact for the midfielders of Canberra, who have been working relentlessly. Morrison sends one forward, trying to find Beattie Goad, and does. Goad in space. This is where she does her best work, in the corner. Got to beat two. Gets around Asen. Lovely footwork. Maya Markovski's going to come in and help. Flannery back to Chidiac, who can't contain it. Now Wilson. And Canberra out of a jam. Now Canberra's turn to attack. Christopherson showing her pace. Christopherson, crossing ball, looking for Heyman, who stands flat-footed and frustrated. That was not on target. So a little bit more excitement here for the home side as Christopherson kicks into gear. Wilson for Victory. Jeff Hopkins receives the ball and has a little chat as well on a little bit of coaching. A few tips for Ellie Wilson before she throws in. That's stolen away. Now Canberra are on the march. Malone. Not sure whether she was trying to pass through the player. She had Michelle Heyman on her left. Dapolonia finds Yanchevsky, and it's a foot race. Rachel Lowe still lurking up front. Malone found herself with a lot of space and tried to go through Murphy rather than send it left to Heyman, which you would think is the game plan most of the time. Claudia Bunch collects for Victory. Beats Heyman for pace. Anton goes out wide. Dapolonia, that's a little soft. It's a dangerous area as Victory lurking. A great battle there between Chidiac and Emma Robers. Christopherson in contact there with Claudia Bunge. There's been a few nervy moments with headers going up. It's usually Emily Gilnick, in fact, that is in that situation and has that problem with 180 centimetre plus height. Hopkins calling his team to go back and use the goalkeeper. Instead, it's stolen away, and Christopherson puts her hand up. Christopherson wins the duel, and Jeff Hopkins is on his feet. Canberra United with a little win to spark their attack. Anton tries the right sideline. They've not used it too often. Contact again, Taylor Young. No fouls yet. Chidiac's on the floor. They continue to play. Mary Stanish-Flay sets up Taylor Young. That's easily saved by Courtney Newman. They received a clip off the boot of a Victory player on the way, and that was the redirect because Michelle Heyman was right there waiting for it to fall at her feet. It's the right idea Just unlucky in that situation. Flannery. Christopherson trying to find Anton, and it's picked apart once more by Victory. Beatty Goad. Maybe in her second last game here before Christmas. Christopherson sends one back to go forward. Chidiac, she's been active, steals one off her Matilda's teammate Heyman and sends it out wide to Yanchevsky. Chidiac with space, gives it to Flannery. No one behind the defense if Flannery can get around. Claudia Bunge finds Wilson on the right. Flannery just being harangued by Bertolicio. Murphy. Left it behind. They pounce. Mary Stanish-Floody has been really active in the middle for Canberra. Can't set anything up just yet. Asen. Rovers. This looks better for Canberra. There's Stanish-Floody, the playmaker. Sends it out wide. Christopherson and receives back from Malone. Stanish-Floody through the middle. Markovsky. Battling against Goad. Lofts one over the top looking for Christopherson. Markovsky's still there. They're going to build it up and be patient. Christopherson have to be dived on quickly. And Victory work their way out. Morrison, the captain, takes a run. She's got Flannery at pace on the right, and she's got Rachel Lowe. Lowe looks around, got to beat Anton. Beatty Goad goes back, slows it down through Chidiac. Oh, a lot of contact once more. Dapolonia calling for the free, even as she has got the ball at her feet and continues to run. Murphy. Dapolonia from range. And sends that one into the stands. A little bit frustrated. The heat probably getting to the players now, and all of this possession, very few shots for a few moments, just decided to bang one in. Keep the goalkeeper, Sally James, on her toes. Let's go, Canberra. Can they get back in it through Michelle Heyman? Oh, Chidiac and Heyman, they clash. Heyman continues to run. Ref's whistle stays in pocket. Heyman fires and misses. Well, Alex Chidiac not very happy with this. Received a wayward hand in the chin that put her on the turf. And still no penalties. No fouls. Malone restarts through the back. Nikki Flannery this time in a tussle. Oh, having a look at that again, didn't look good. Probably a free kick in other refs' books, but Durkow very happy to let this play out. There's been pretty even contests from both teams. And plenty of passion, as you can hear. I think she even enjoys the ooh-ah Canberra, Rebecca Durkow. Ball sent away by Bertolicio. Melbourne Victory with a throw-in as Jeff Hopkins draws up the next play. Wilson slipped over. Robers touched it out. Wilson hobbles up. Former Bristol City and Sheffield United player. Represented England at junior levels and came over from the Wolverhampton Wolves this season. Chidiac sent backwards by the defensive Robers, and Heyman is putting high pressure on Bunge. Gets it to her teammates, and Christopherson's going to start the attack here for Canberra. Lobs one over the top. You know who's waiting. It's Markovski and Heyman. Heyman on the left boot. No room to strike. She's going to turn around 360 and try and set it up again through Christopherson. Christopherson. Nat did not have the curl on it that she was hoping for. Talented young forward, Christopherson. Had a breakout season last year. This is her third season in the green, and she's been a key part of the squad. But Jeff Hopkins looking nervous because he knows that's how quickly it can occur when you've got weapons at the front like Christopherson and Heyman. One mistake in defence could get Canberra right back into this. Victory got to hold firm at the back. Asen takes a run forward. Looking again for Heyman and Newburn. Plenty of time to roll it out. Touch in and out. They're on the attack again through Flannery. Melbourne Victory. Flannery got a big cross to make. Anton got in the way. Still got possession, Flannery. Ellie Wilson steps up to help out. A little back heel to get around. Backwards to go forwards. Chidiac. Beaten by Emma Robers, and Chidiac has the final say. Sends it out of bounds. Well, Tegan Bertolicio is going to throw this in as a player is doing their shoelace. It's Malone. Nice time to take a little break in this heat. Robers sends one high and forwards. Chidiac boots it back the other way. High press coming from Rachel Lowe, looking to cut off that pass from Bertolicio back to James. James is going to have to kick this quickly. And the relentless press of Melbourne Victory continues to create turnovers at the front. Asen trying to kickstart the attack here for Canberra. Robers sends one across. Bertolicio running forward. Christopherson has options. Opts to go over the top looking for Heyman. High press coming, and now from Canberra. Claudia Bunge running out of room and runs that over the sideline. Canberra get a little win. Throw into Heyman. Markovski wants to go forwards. Heyman sends one out wide for Taylor Young. shot away. But it'll be a corner kick instead. Clever work from Michelle Heyman. Tipped out by Janchevsky in the end. So the first corner of the match for Canberra in front of the home crowd. Here it comes, cross in, there's congestion everywhere, header goes up, and it's booted away by Melbourne Victory, but still in control Canberra. Back into the blender. Little aerial ping pong, Taylor Young lines one up. Flannery, who's come back to help defend. Big round of applause for Liz Anton, who is a fan favourite. Really won over the hearts of Canberra, despite coming over only in her first season this year. 62 appearances for Perth Glory last season. Well, in the past few seasons. So Jeff Hopkins using the opportunity to issue some instructions to Nikki Flannery. Meanwhile, Rachel Lowe is on the turf this time. Asen takes a run forward for Canberra. Taylor Young sizes up the options. Goes forward again through Asen and sent over the baseline. Here comes the pressure from Michelle Heyman. Newman has to send it out quickly. Asen. Taylor Young searching for her striker. Michelle Heyman coming very close to Courtney Newman, who shows her experience and dives on it. Newborn, who played for Western Sydney and Perth, came into the Mariners last season as an injury replacement before finding her home at Victory. She's had one clean sheet against Perth 2 weeks ago. Love to get another clean sheet today, especially against the Matilda's strike weapon, Michelle Heyman. Claudia Bunge and Ellie Wilson looking to set something up on the right sideline. Canberra bench really wants something to go quickly now as time ticks down in the first half. Oh, there was an accidental handball, surely. Referee still won't blow the whistle. Play continues. Canberra on the attack. Newman's going to meet that. Beatty Goad up the other way. Goad out wide to Janchevsky. Janchevsky, nobody home. So 2 minutes of injury replacement time, and that's stolen away. Almost really nicely done by Alana Murphy. 2 minutes of injury time in this first half on a hot day in Canberra, with plenty of heat and passion in the game so far. Beatty Goad looking for an option through Maya Markovsky. Got to get around her first. Does so. Beatty Goad puts it into traffic, and it's heaved away. Hayley Taylor-Young coming out with that, who previously played as a forward, turned into an attacking fullback. Janchevsky goes forward, and there's a ball in, and it's in the net! something out of nothing. Another goal for Melbourne Victory. Out of absolutely nowhere, Dapolonia it was that got on the scoreboard. Well, caught Sally James off her guard, caught everyone off their guard, in fact. Dapolonia gets a goal, comes into the starting lineup and straight onto the score sheet. So 2 goals up here, Melbourne Victory. Canberra with a lot of work to do in the shadows of halftime. Markovski goes back. Taylor Young sends a high ball in. Flannery. Booted forward for Chidiac. Chidiac and Lowe. Those two are a match made in heaven when they get on the run. Looks like that'll do it though. So an exciting first half here at McKellar Park with 3 points on the line. Canberra looking for their 3rd win, while Melbourne Victory looking to go 2nd on top of the table. And Dapolonia with a surprise goal in injury time of the first half. So halftime here at McKellar Park, Melbourne Victory up 2, Canberra United 0. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half, and there was plenty of excitement early. The early goal coming from Nikki Flannery, that one off the woodwork, almost went in from Victory. In the end though, it was Nikki Flannery who took the honours here with the left boot. A lovely crossing ball from the corner kick and just got behind Sally James before she could do anything about it. Really not much you can do in that situation. That's the experience of knowing where to be at the right time. Right place, right time. There's been a lot of heavy contact as well in the game. Chidiac, this one against her Matilda's teammate, Michelle Heyman, looked to be a stinger. And then there was this between 2 other players. There's been contact all through. The second goal came out of nothing. Dapolonia turned around, shot from way downtown off this throw-in from Beatty Goad. No one expected it, but Dapolonia, eyes lit up when she saw Sally James off her mark, found the right corner of the net. That's one that should be replayed time and again. So the match stats at halftime, you can see the possession well in favour of Melbourne Victory. Canberra United 44%. Shots were obviously Melbourne Victory's way. No shots on target yet for Canberra. We're waiting for Michelle Heyman to really take some strikes. Halftime here at McKellar Park. Melbourne Victory 2, Canberra United 0. Half-time here at McKellar Park. Melbourne victory in the lead, 2-0 over Canberra United. Now, the Dub Zone panel discussed the return of Holly McNamara after going down with an ACL injury, her third last season.
The final goal of the game for Letitia McKenna, a tap-in, but that's after Canberra at least got it back to 3-2. So they never went away, Canberra, but once Melbourne City took that 2-1 lead, you felt as though only one team was going to win.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like I said, they just overpowered them in that second half. But good to see Holly Mack involved in that last goal there.
Yeah, well, she returns from her ACL injury and was involved in the last goal there. It's great when players make it back onto the paddock after an ACL injury. We see the moment here. Her team, herself, everyone would have been super proud.
She told Anna Harrington from AAP after the game that part of her rehab and returning to play is instead of avoiding contact, she wants to be the one that initiates contact. And I think that is a great mentality, because the first time we saw her in the A-League come back from the ACL was at the end of that 22-23 season, and it did feel as though that she was really, apprehensive.
Yeah.
And then comes back at the beginning of 23-24 and looked amazing. So I think the mental shift hopefully holds her in good stead. I don't know. I rate Holly Mack so highly. I almost feel nervous talking about it, because we've been down this road before, and we just know that as soon as she gets a decent run at it, she has the potential to not just be a Matilda, one of our best Matildas. I just don't want to jinx it, touching every piece of wood I can
Knock
find.
on all the wood.
Dub Zone through the week, and of course, Holly McNamara had her first game back last weekend. Last night, she had her second game back, Melbourne City up against Adelaide United, and came on in the 70th minute. And then, well, Holly Mack did what she does best. She did this. Absolutely uncanny ability in front of goal, and coming back from 3 ACLs. I mean, the determination and resilience to come back from 1, 2, let alone 3. She is straight back to her old ways. It was so exciting to watch last night. Let's preview the last game of the round this week, which is tomorrow afternoon. Central Coast Mariners up against Western United.
The final game to wrap up all the action in round 7 of the Ninja A-League takes us to Industry Group Stadium, as Central Coast Mariners will be taking on Western United. T, are you expecting the Mariners to have a bounce back, given the number of clear-cut chances they had against Brisbane Roar?
Yeah, look, although they lost that game, I did think they were very much in the game. The game could have gone either way, and yeah, look, they'll be worried about the chances they are missing. But they're back at home this weekend, so they'll be happy for that and hoping to get the 3 points.
It was their first defeat of the season, but hopefully that doesn't impact their confidence too much. And someone who will be absolutely buzzing to get out there again is 16-year-old Tiana Fuller. She made her A-League debut just a few weeks ago, scored, got on the score sheet once more. Do you think she can kind of try and sneak into that starting lineup?
We've got to remember she is only 16, and I don't think we can get too far ahead of ourselves. I think she's making an impact coming off the bench, and I think Em Husband likes that. I think that's what she wants from her at this point, and it's working. So I don't think she'll change it at this point.
It's hard not to get carried away, of course, when a youngster like that is producing incredible moments, but they're taking on Western United, who have looked kind of inconsistent this season. How do you think they can try and pull together a solid run of games?
Yeah, look, it was a poor game against the Wanderers in the last fixture, so they'll be wanting to go out and rectify that. So this game's going to be a cracker for that. I think there could be a bunch of goals in this game, but yeah, look, overall the energy in their last game just wasn't there. It wasn't the usual Western United, so they'll want to up that energy and intensity for this game, because the Mariners are a very good outfit.
Well, both sides in need of 3 points. Let's see who is able to get the better of the other. You can catch it live on Sunday evening on Paramount Plus or 10 Play.
So that's the action we have to look forward to tomorrow. Central Coast Mariners against Western United. And Emily Husband, coach of the Central Coast Mariners, actually spoke to the media discussing the plan for the match tomorrow.
We wanted to go in and fix a few things across the park, both in the back line and going forward as well. And I think for us, looking after the ball better than what we did against Brisbane, I thought we gave possession away far too cheaply, and it wasn't through, you know, lack of options or anything like that at times. I think it was a lack of concentration and being, you know, wanting to get rid of the ball when we weren't necessarily under pressure and didn't need to. So a lot of it, you know, has been a large focus of things in possession as well as out of possession. But again, the girls have responded really well in their credit. You know, they're hungry and raring to go. I think, you know, we're still proud of the start that we've got off to, and I think the girls should continue with that, and we're looking forward to being back at home again tomorrow.
So there's tomorrow's fixture. That's the action. It's a warm welcome back to McKellar Park for round 7 of the Ninja A-League as Melbourne Victory find themselves 2 goals up at half-time against Canberra United. Canberra coming home for Christmas after a stretch of away matches. Would love to get 2 goals on the board to even things up here and make for a tight contest. Dapolonia, one of the goal scorers already for Melbourne Victory. The other, Nikki Flannery, the veteran of the A-League, playing against her former side. Now, if they're going to get started That woman's going to have a bit to say about it. Mary Stanich-Floody, who is the creator, the go-go gadget in the middle for Canberra United. Rebecca Durkow gets us underway for the second half, and 2 goals might be a massive deficit for some, but for Canberra United, who have Michelle Heyman, it is not. We know how quickly she can get on the scoreboard, and they take a foray forward already. The all-time leading goal scorer and appearance maker in the A-League. And Canberra with a corner shot here. A chance to get one back. Ball goes up. It's in a dangerous space for Melbourne Victory. It's sent back into the blender, headed away. Right back at it, and Newbon collects that easily. So this fell awkwardly for both teams. Ended up in the back of Claudia Bunge. Bertolicio has been busy. Change made at halftime. Gordon comes on for Malone, who goes off. There's a dangerous ball forward there. Rachel Lowe right in front of the goalkeeper, Sally James. So Asen with the ball at her feet now. The American import who came in this season, working alongside the New Zealand international Liz Anton. The back line that is been pretty strong so far for Canberra, but in this game, 2 goals let through. Nutmegged through to the forward line and nearly got out into space, Canberra. Gordon with her first touches. Murphy takes a nice run through the midfield. Gordon took a topple over the top. Liz Anton, ball forward for Canberra United. Ellie Wilson lost it between her feet. Now for Canberra, if they can get back into this game, a win could put them straight up into 4th position. Such is the tightness of the Ninja A-League ladder. They play with quick transitions. They utilise the pace, often skip the midfield. Here they go again. Michelle Heyman out front. Skip the midfield entirely. Only a matter of time before she starts striking on target. Got to get a good assist though. Now at the other end, Asen got to do some work as Rachel Lowe puts the pressure on, and that's sent right up into the skies. Ended up landing well and gives a corner kick away. So the first corner went very well for Melbourne Victory. Ended up Nikki Flannery nudging it in to the goal behind Sally James. And in the absence of Emily Gilnick, Nikki Flannery is going to be that tall body. Here comes the cross. Right in front of goal, Sally James put the double paws up this time, got to it first. Bunge gets to this one first, sends it back to Lowe, who's got to work around Stanich-Floody. Cross was pretty good from Alana Murphy. Sally James got to it first with the strong double fist. The battle ensues between Wilson and Christopherson. And Wilson wins that duel. Forced backwards to go forwards again. Victory. Chidiac utilises her captain, Morrison. Claudia Bunge takes a run. Sends it sideways. Cross in, low lurking, but no one there. Getting a little too close to Sally James on all of these occasions. Jeff Hopkins just trying to figure things out there.
Drop it off, Sarah.
So the call to drop off Sarah, obviously Dapolonia at the front being told to give a little more room. They're under no pressure with 2 goals up. And they can afford victory to stay back a little and have a fall-away press rather than put the high pressure on that they usually utilise. Meanwhile, Canberra will probably be looking to do the opposite. As Rachel Lowe turns to go in the midfield to Flannery, and Flannery does a nice first touch. Flannery from range! Touched off the woodwork, and Sally James breathes a sigh of relief. A lovely set-up touch and strike, just a little too high. Sally James had just about as many touches as anyone on the park today. Chidiac goes sidewards to Ellie Wilson. Wilson up the sideline. Flannery trying to connect. Now Liz Anton goes backwards as well. So Canberra, we know a win can shoot them up the ladder. Victory, though, 3 points today will put them into 2nd place. And I know Jeff Hopkins would be determined to maintain this lead. If anything, maintain a clean sheet is now the goal. Courtney Newborn has had 1 clean sheet. That was against Perth a couple of weeks ago. Just the 1 clean sheet. So Melbourne victory. That may be the game plan now as they set the press back to fall away a little way. And here comes Michelle Heyman for Canberra United. She's got Markovski. She may as well go herself. Heyman taken away. Loses her footy and loses the ball. And Beanie Goad, in the end, comes away with it as Janchevsky sends the victory forward and out of danger. Now Chidiac's turn to go herself. 2 Matildas going blow for blow either end of the pitch. Loses her footing and runs into the back of Ace, and finally there's a whistle. Well, that is the first foul of the game, would you believe it? This was at the other end. Whether that deserved a foul, looked like it was all ball by the captain, Morrison, who's now being put under relentless pressure by Michelle Heyman. But for all the bodies that have gone tumbling over McKellar Park, there's only been 1 foul given against Alex Chidiac. And Tony Jagrunek on his feet, anxious to get another win on the tally for Canberra United.
Keep it in the channel, though. It's a great ball.
Rachel Lowe told to put the pressure on. Does so, and Canberra United forced to play. Here they come. Mason. Sally James now moves up the park. Maybe this can help create some space in behind. And just look at the congestion as all the blue shirts move back. There's a chance now, though, for Canberra. There'll be a goal kick as Bertolicio couldn't wrangle that one in, just out of reach as she worked against Claudia Bunge. Found the side netting. So the shots on target, 5 for Melbourne Victory, 2 of them falling as goals. None so far for Canberra. Really need to find a way to get some opportunities on target. Yanchevsky's going to find a way through to the box. Crossing ball, Rachel Lowe in front of goal. One more to beat. Goes backwards to go forwards. And Murphy nearly got on target. Murphy's had a few strikes, the 19-year-old, an emerging threat for Melbourne Victory. So versatile, contributes offensively and defensively. There she is offensively. Almost on the scoreboard. Opportunity for Canberra at the other end. It's broken up. Claudia Bunge is going to get them out of danger once more. Ball forward for Dapolonia. Now Flannery. Canberra shut it down. They try the left sideline. Heyman's made her way back into the midfield to try and get things going. Finds Gordon. They go the right side. Rovers. Taylor Young is there. Beattie Goad's there first, though. And Chidiac away. Being chased down by Rovers, but it's a foot race. Chidiac's going to win it. Crossing into the centre, looking for an option, pops it behind. Nikki Flannery didn't continue the run. James. So possession starts evening up a little bit, but Melbourne Victory still on top. Heyman looking to change that around. Madison Asen takes a run forward, finds Taylor Young in the middle, who finds Christopherson. Markovsky, in fact. Markovsky. Pressure now on the goalkeeper, Newbon, from Michelle Heyman. Newbon sends it off the sideline and Nikki Flannery can't keep it in. So it looks like they'll make some substitutions, the Melbourne Victory. Pickett comes on and Ellie Wilson comes off. Ella O'Grady will come on. Looks like she'll come on for Nikki Flannery. So fresh legs in the front as O'Grady comes on. Flannery, the goal scorer, takes a well-earned break. Ella O'Grady in her first season with Victory last year. Only played 6 matches and 1 start. Been on the bench this season. Comes in as an impact player. There's confirmation of those substitutions. Sally James coming really high up the park now as Liz Anton tries to conjure something up. Nothing over there on the left sideline, and it's sent out of bounds in the end. Well, the Canberra coaching bench looking more and more edgy. If you just joined us, it's Melbourne Victory, 2 goals up. Dapolonia and Flannery, the goal scorers in the first half. Nothing on the board for the second half yet. But the biggest news of the day is something has happened to Emily Gilnick to keep her out of the match day squad. She is not listed, she is not on the bench, and she did not travel. We will bring you updates as they come. But Emily Gilnick not playing for this Christmas clash. It's been a physical clash at that. Only one foul so far in the entire game, despite a lot of tumbles being taken by players across the park. Anton, forward for Bertolicio. Gordon. Anton finds Asen, the American, former NCAA champion with Stanford. This is a nice setup play for Heyman to collect. Heyman's going to take her time. Got to beat Pickett. Couldn't find Gordon. So still up the Canberra end. Heyman still looking to get involved. And Canberra looking to make some substitutions by the looks of things. Heyman's come all the way back into the defensive midfield. Mason takes a run instead. Trying to change things up, change the looks. Stanish Floody, was that a handball? No whistle. Claudia Bunge certainly thinks it was. In the end, it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick coming. Opportunity for Canberra to get one back. Anton couldn't get on the end of it. Markovski's going to follow up. High ball back into the blender. And straight to the gloves of Courtney Newborn. 50-50 ball, but of course Canberra need their tall forward Michelle Heyman involved in that. She's usually the one going up for the headers, and she was not in that area, so an opportunity missed. Still the clean sheet remains for Courtney Newborn. Asen trying to connect with the forward line. And there's a tussle at the front. Plenty of bodies going down. Still no whistle. Victory come up with it. Chidiac ranging forward. Here come the fresh legs. Melbourne Victory on the march. Ella O'Grady. O'Grady looking for a cross. In the end, it went to no man's land. Yanchevsky was there, but well out of reach.
Laura! She's kicking this right up!
Yanchevsky, ball back at her feet. Kicks it forward for Chidiac. Chidiac on the run. Chidiac sends one back, and her crossing ball was perfect. Rachel Lowe just didn't get the purchase on it that it deserved. An open goal missed. That's one she'd want back. Nevertheless, Victory still in possession. Dapolonia, the goal scorer earlier. Little jumper pull missed by the referee. Claudia Bunge takes a run now. Stepped over by Rachel Lowe, who's fired up about missing that shot. Couldn't believe it. Just had to nudge it in. And it'll be 3 up. Probably seal the deal for Victory.
That's all right, that's all right, that's all right. Well done. Alana, good. Tuck over. Tuck. Talk to Stephen. Good. Next one out, next one out.
Chip shot over the top to a dangerous area. Canberra with the chance. Christopherson couldn't really direct it, had no chance for a shot. 2 bodies go flying. So Grady and Bertolicio by the looks. Play continues, as it has done all game. Christopherson. Another battle directly afterwards with Janchevsky. That one finally blown. Just really collected the leg there as Asen did well to keep her balance. Janchevsky. So 2 fouls been called so far throughout 65 minutes of play. Liz Anton sizes up Chidiac, decides she can beat her, does so. Chidiac still involved, cross comes, but not within reach of Michelle Heyman, who turned the jets on to get there. Newbon happy to play this out slowly. Victory looking at the right sideline. Want to play it up that way this time. Zella O'Grady works alongside her opponent, Bertolicio. Bunge. Heyman just working overtime for a chance to get in front of goal. Beatty misses it. Taylor Young throws it in, wants to play quickly. They do so. Christopherson beats her, but Beatty Goad still in the battle. A duel you could watch all day. This is the one that Beatty Goad missed and was lucky to not collect the head of Taylor Young, who's on the ball now, going to throw it in for Canberra. Christopherson, and that lands kindly for Beatty Goad, but not out of danger for Melbourne Victory, who now release the pressure. Anton.
Good chicks, good chicks! That's right!
Now Canberra United looking to go forward, receiving some instructions from the bench. It's broken up by Victory, but still within reach for Christopherson to steal away, and she does so. Markovsky. Christopherson recollects and sends one into a dangerous spot for Heyman, but it was too high and over the back. Heyman and Newborn just trade friendly embraces. That one at the top netting. A crowd goal even. So we'll take a drinks break as it is around 30 degrees here at McKellar Park, a really hot one, and a cooling break for both teams. A moment to regain and recollect. And we will take a look at some of the highlights from the second half so far. Well, there's been plenty of shots on target. That one almost collecting Nikki Flannery's brace, but denied by the woodwork. Michelle Heyman had this one chance and was broken up by the veteran defender that is the captain, Kayla Morrison. A few chances at either end, and Melbourne Victory, nearly Murphy getting on the scoreboard in this situation. Lovely cross from Janchevsky. And Rachel Lowe with the generosity to send it backwards. But there's been no goals so far in this second half. Really close. Chidiac came close. And Rachel Lowe, well, we thought that would make it 3. Probably been the best look of all so far. As you receive on a platter from Alex Chidiac, you got to put those away. So Sally James collects that one, and Canberra United defiantly stay in this game here at home. 2-0, another substitution being made for Canberra United as Kelly will come on. Skelly So Lillian Skelly comes on, fresh legs for Canberra United. As I've said, they're still in this game. 2 goals can occur really quickly when you have Michelle Heyman at the front. With a few changes, might just upset the balance enough to get them back in the game. The crowd is certainly on the side of Canberra United. As we see Taylor Young taking a breather and onto the bench, possibly getting a couple of Panadols or Nurophens. She's played hard. And it's Melbourne victory to restart the action. There's confirmation. Taylor Young goes off. Skelly on. And what can it do for Canberra United at home in front of the home crowd at Christmas? Goad. Forward for Janchevsky, who loses her footy. Has a little giggle at herself too. Aysen, the American, to throw in, former Houston Dash player. And Heyman lands that nicely, tripped over. At least some kind of push in the back. And lost a shoe on the way through. So it seems Rebecca Durkow's whistle is working. And this free kick will be in a dangerous area for Melbourne victory. Take a look at what happened. Two Matilda's teammates going blow for blow. Chidiac with a little extra on that pull. Heyman unfazed. Gets up, trots off, gets ready to shoot and maybe even score. Stanich Floody is going to line this up as Goad and Chidiac set up the wall in front. Stanich Floody curls it across. Canberra, no players can get on the end of it. Nice defensive run by Melbourne victory in the end. So Stanich Floody has been a revelation for the women in green. It's her second year with Canberra, came across from Sydney FC, and we wondered if she'd have a massive impact because we know that Canberra have a few players in that midfield role that can play the same, but Stanich Floody has really shown what she can do. An opportunity now for Canberra, just over the baseline. It's still in fact. Markovsky. Chance now, rolls it in. No room to shoot. So here's the chance. Lillian Skelly with her first meaningful touches. Markovsky involved as well, but there's just been so many blue shirts in the way. Skelly really didn't have a clean shot.
To a 3, 5, 2 up top. Yeah, with Floody in behind.
So you heard the instructions. Jeff Hopkins going to play 2 up top now.
5 in the middle.
5 in the middle. So a little rearrangement, 5 in the middle, further congest that midfield, makes it even more difficult for Canberra United to go through. Skelly trying to find a way through. Murphy's got to slow her down. Markovsky thought she was going to get that throw in, didn't.
Jig, tell her to play the line there. Laura, throw down the line. Not inside.
So Alex Chidiac giving some instructions as well. Give them the line is the call. Let them have the line and they may as well send it out when they're crunched. If you give them the inside, that's a direct track to goal and a direct track to Michelle Heyman. Rachel Lowe now searching for a way through the box. It's sent out of bounds by Liz Anton.
The official attendance of the main match at McKellar Park is 1,212.
Ball in. Still searching for a third goal. Melbourne Victory seem unsatisfied with the 2. Apollonia. Bunge. Bunge cross. Nobody home. Canberra United would go collect. Throw in quickly from Christopherson. Asen. Rachel Lowe putting the high pressure on. Asen gets rid of it to Heyman. Heyman harangued by Goad. And Chidiac, and Goad wins that battle. Look at the foot skills of Goad. Just so lovely to watch.
15!
Stay hydrated, coach. It is a hot day out there and there is plenty of passion in this game. Kayla Morrison lets that one get behind her. Might have been a mistake, but Goad's there to help out and Newbon did well to come to it. Morrison makes no mistake about this one. Sends it forward for Lowe. Liz Anton gets a touch out. Beatty Goad with the throw in, setting up for their opportunity. A third goal. Beatty Goad in her second last game. She wanted the corner kick. She looks like she might have got a stinger on the shin on the way through against Christopherson. Close one inside the box. No penalty given, but of course that's probably what we expect from the theme of this match. Corner kick. Yancheski in the middle. Bunge and Apollonia setting up as Murphy prepares to take the kick. Melbourne Victory to seal the deal with a third goal. High cross, ball goes up, dangerous landing, swings and misses. Apollonia looking for a brace. In the end, it came off a Canberra player. No one really from the Victory side in position to one-time that, but it'll give them another bite at the apple. Murphy to kick another in. Movement coming at the top. Rachel Lowe was creating the motion. No danger. Asen gets it out of the box and the danger area. Canberra going forward once more. Skelly. Skelly showing her pace, tripped over herself. Now being harangued by 2 Melbourne Victory players. Chidiac was in the way. Gonna go quickly. Robers. Asen. Skelly again. Skelly with a big left boot, searching for a header. Well, she couldn't find Sophia Christopherson, but it was well played and it will give them a corner. Neatly headed away by Beatty Goad, who's involved in just about every defensive and attacking foray that Melbourne Victory have set up. Their 4th corner of the match. Skelly to take it. Where's Markovski? Where's Heyman? Oh, there's Markovski! She nearly directed it goalward.
It's a head.
And a head collision for Courtney Newbon. The fans on the edge of their seats. This would be a huge blow to lose Courtney Newbon. Ooh. friendly fire, even to her own defensive line.
It's not a foul, we had the ball. Not there, not there. Outside the box, we had the ball. Why not? It's a drop ball inside the 6-yard box. So it's a foul then. It can't be their drop ball. It can't be dropped to me.
So Antoni Jaganarik is really calling for a penalty, and that would change things dramatically for Canberra. Instead, it's a drop ball. There was an argument between two coaches there. I'm not sure that the referee, Rebecca Durkow, had anything to do with that. There's the collision once more. Really a 50-50 situation. So play continues, no penalty. Victory trying to rein in possession, and Canberra really trying to get an opportunity in front of goal. Murphy crossing into Janchevski, and another collision. As Madison Asen looks to be hurt on that situation there. Went up at the same time as Janchevski.
Just get him picked up.
Picked herself up pretty quickly. So, Melbourne Victory with less than 10 minutes regulation time to go. They put their Matildas midfielder into the action. Chidiac with a 1-2. Murphy, Janchevski couldn't set anything up, but they'll get another strike at it.
Get her in there as well. Yep.
Captain Kayla Morrison comes in front of the box. Janchevski. Ball at her feet, got some work to do around Skelly. Chidiac comes in for assistance. Threads one nicely for O'Grady. O'Grady's got to work against Anton. And they've still got it. Janchevski. Really not the power in it that she would have liked to get behind Sally James.
Kayla, time to get back. Come on, Lance, come on. Everything you got.
Hot day at McKellar Park, and Victory told to give everything. Earlier slide and opportunity gone begging for Melbourne Victory. Nearly 3 goals up. Michelle Heyman is going to try and change fortunes. Ends up on the turf over the top of Beattie Goad. Still no whistle. Markovski deep in the corner. Looks like it went over the line. So Canberra staring down another defeat, and despite such a promising start to the season, seem to be following the same script as usual for Canberra United. They're so exciting to watch. High scoring, but also high conceding, and conceding 2 here. Done damage in the first half. Opportunity to go forward through Christopherson. Melbourne Victory just happy to send it skyward and out of danger. Low. Had to beat 2. Will get the throw in, gets a pat on the back from coach on the way through.
Okay, Kayla, next corner, stay back. Swap with maybe Murph. We're just going to play short. They want us to cross it to counter. Play short, stay back.
Well, there you go. You can hear the game plan. Play short up the front on the next corner. Expect that from Canberra if they get a chance. O'Grady just goaded back to halfway to throw in and restart the action. Canberra a chance forward through the great footwork of Stanish Floody. Bertolicio with some work to do against O'Grady. O'Grady ends up on the turf. Bertolicio wastes no time throwing it back in. Running out of time, Canberra. Realistically, 5 minutes regulation time left. As quick as they score them, that's not much time. Asen. Oh, nice one. Cleverly gets around low. Anton. Liz Anton works her way through the midfield, takes on Chidiac. Opts to go back to Bertolicio. Just zigzagging their way through. Goad. And Markovski nearly comes away with it. The cameraman gives it back to Markovski. And it'll be a corner kick for Canberra. Lillian Skelly to kick it in. High ball long to the opposing post. Robers trying to wrangle it in as Rachel Lowe is happy to take her time and stand over the ball to stop her. Forward now for O'Grady. Melbourne Victory continue to march forwards despite being 2 goals up.
Wait, ours might change.
There's a player on the turf, looks to be hurt. Be a substitution as well during this little break. Stanish Floody is coming off as Holly Murray is going on for Canberra, and Mackenzie will also go on. Alex Mackenzie, previously in the starting lineup, started on the bench today, the local product. There's still a player down for Melbourne Victory. It's O'Grady. Possibly a cramp in this hot weather. She'll go onto the sideline for a few moments and just get checked out by the medical staff. So Victory playing a woman down for just a moment.
Yes, ref! Yes, ref!
Can Canberra use the opportunity? The time is winding down. Late subs may not be enough. Stanish Floody off, Murray on, as we mentioned. Still it's in Victory's half. Melbourne Victory putting the pressure on again. Sally James gets to it first. Time ticking down. It's about pride now. They rarely let Victory get more than a goal ahead. In all their draws and games in the past 7, they've not beaten them by more than one.
Sarah, drop! Sarah, drop! Rachel, do it! Rachel, do it!
Anton. Conjuring something up through the middle. Skelly couldn't find Heyman.
Now, please.
And O'Grady loses that over the sideline for Melbourne Victory. Another late substitution being made. Looks like Rachel Lowe will be coming off for Ava Breedis, youngster graduate of the Victory Elite Girls program. And Rachel Lowe, the veteran, so young, 24 years old, 6 seasons across 3 clubs, comes off. So Ava Breedis gets some minutes in this match. still trying to work their way forwards. Anything can happen. Injury time to come. Mackenzie with her first touches. Anton at the back. Rovers. Lofts one forwards. Trying to find Christopherson. Christopherson and Goad. Christopherson will get the throw in. Got to play quickly. Sends it to the feet of Markovski. Still Goad doing such great work in defence. Helped out now by Yanchevsky. Another throw in. Desperation times for Canberra. Christopherson and Markovski headed down. Chidiac gets on the end of it though, and Chidiac turns the Jets on. She decides to go herself. Receives a little assistance on the way through. Got knocked over. She's still on the ground, Chidiac. The play continues. She looks pretty beaten up as well. Might even call for a substitution as Mackenzie let that fly. Not too much in it, though the trip at the end. Clutching at her left knee. Hope everything's okay. Left ankle, knee. Likely just a stinger above the shin pad. Those ones do hurt.
She said no. She said no. She said no. She said no.
Of course, Alex Chidiac, the Matildas midfielder, returned to the Ninja A-League in round 11 last year after a couple of seasons over in the US for racing Louisville and a loan spell at Mexican side. Won the Julie Dolan medal in 2022 and 23, despite playing only 13 games. Such is the impact that Chidiac has. She looks frustrated to be limping off the field now with medical assistance. Frustrated, possibly also at the lack of whistles being called. Wants to go straight back on. That's Alex Chidiac. So we're into about halfway through injury time. 5 minutes have been added by Rebecca Durkow. Victory still not content with the scoreline. O'Grady.
Ella, sit off her! Ella, sit off her a little bit!
James.
Show her one side! Keep her here! Keep her here!
Hopkins telling his players to drop back. Work harder. And that's hard work at its best. A strong whistle coming, and it looks like it will be a yellow card. First one of the game against Ella O'Grady. Yeah, that's no good. No ball in it. So Ella O'Grady receives a yellow card. Last chance attempt for Canberra. Can they get on the scoreboard at home? Markovski heads it down. Playing with desperation in her step, Markovski. Wanted to even give it back to Newbon to play out fast. And Newbon in absolutely no rush.
Overload this area! Second ball now!
Melbourne Victory still playing hard as Hopkins shouts instructions. Leave no stone unturned. Continue giving 100% is the message. Clean sheet is being protected. Beatty Goad throws it forward. Can they get a triple? Yanchevsky. Crossing ball into the sunlight at McKellar Park. Canberra send it down the other end, and Michelle Heyman is there. Markovski. Christopherson is going to collect it from the bench of Melbourne Victory. Wants to play fast, receiving no assistance. Goad. Rovers causing danger. Might be just one more attack here for Canberra. The ladies in green. Chidiac. Yanchevsky. O'Grady. Oh, gee, a late collision there. That looked to be a sore one. Does get the free kick. Given the last one, I'd argue there's a case for a yellow card there, and Jeff Hopkins seems to agree. So Beatty Goad sends it in. Apollonia might collaborate here one more time with Breedis.
What's wrong?
Canberra want to stop that. Rovers through the middle. Straight forward, looking for Christopherson. Beatty Goad interrupts. Beatty Goad sends it back into the captain, Morrison, who might be able to play it out through Yanchevsky, and they may even seal the deal here. O'Grady. O'Grady was out the back. But the final whistle comes just in time. It's been an absolute thriller. A physical game, a tight contest. These two teams historically never get an easy win over the other. And that was the case all day as they embrace after an incredible contest. Courtney Newborn had enough work to do, but it was really Sally James, the other goalkeeper, who was called upon time and again, letting 2 goals in the end, but significant, magnificent effort by both sides as the coaches embrace as well. So it's Victory that will take the Christmas cheer away from Canberra, and the nation's capital turns blue and white for Christmas. Melbourne Victory 2, Canberra United 0. We'll take a look at the goals. These both came in the first half. The first, just right place, right time for Nikki Flannery, who, in the absence of Emily Gilnick, really stood up, created a number of opportunities, could have scored 2, even more. But this one, perfect placement and execution by a veteran of the league. Next goal was something out of nothing, and a strike from distance by D'Apollonia, catching everyone off their guard, and particularly Sally James off her line. Eyes lit up when she saw it and just went bang. So Sarah D'Apollonia coming back into the lineup as Emily Gilnick was the big absence from the day. In the end, the possession evened up in the